I'll talk about my background, I'll talk about what I do for my clients, how to refer me, the ideal client that I'm looking for, and some commonly asked questions. If this presentation looks very familiar, I presented it in December of 2013.
And I still see it, still not familiar.
So my background, I graduated in 1996 from U of C with a Bachelor of Commerce in Finance. I'm one of those very rare people that are actually doing what their degree tells them they should be doing. I joined the investment industry in 1997. Yes, I have been here for almost 20 years. I've always been with a bank-owned firm, so I haven't actually worked for the bank. I've never been in branch land, but I have worked for TD Waterhouse, National Bank Financial, Scotia McLeod, and CIBC Wood Gundy. So those are all the wealth management arms of the big banks. Obviously, I haven't worked for RBC or BMO. I'm licensed in securities, mutual funds, insurance, options, and management. You actually need a license to be a branch manager in our industry. A lot of compliance requirements. I'm a chartered investment manager. I'm a certified international wealth manager, certified divorce financial analyst, fellow of the Canadian Securities Institute, and I'm currently working on my certified financial planner examination. So I have a complete alphabet behind my name if you ever look at my business card. So what do I do for my clients? On the initial visit, so if you were to send a referral to me or if you come to me yourself, basically what I'll do is I'll sit down with you for an initial consultation. It's no cost, no obligation. And I sit down and I talk to them about how I work with my clients on an ongoing basis. If they're interested in learning some more or hearing some more from me, I do provide them with a proposal. It is a written document. In the proposal, I talk about how I would manage their money ongoing, how I would plan their finances, how the financial plan would fit into it. I talk about some tax planning strategies, estate planning strategies, business succession, insurance, that sort of thing, just to, and this is all specific to them to make sure that their financial future is looked after. And also included in the proposal would be a mock portfolio of some sort, usually 3 different choices of different asset allocations and different investment choices that they could look at for their investments. So then I follow up with them, we do a follow-up meeting, we review the proposal, and at that point I basically address your questions and I ask them to make a decision whether or not they're going to work for me. So it's not a hard sale. I'm not stepping on their neck and grabbing their wallet out of their pocket. I want them to be comfortable in working with me and making sure that they're picking the right person that's going to be able to do the job. We sign the documents, we get transfers initiated if we're moving assets from one institution to another, and then I reconnect with them once the transfers are done and we implement the proposal. Quite often there's a time lag with that, so the proposal may change, investment markets change, that sort of thing, so I explain to them the differences that we'd be making at that point. We start the financial planning process, and in a nutshell, financial planning is all about where you are today, where do you want to be tomorrow, and what are the little baby steps that you need to take along the way to get there. So it again is outlined in a very big document. It's about that big. Ongoing management of the portfolio and the financial plan, so I meet with my clients pretty much as regularly as they want to. I've implemented a roadmap document as well, which outlines how often a client wants to meet with me, how often they want to talk to me on the phone, what days of the week works best for them, what time of the day works best. And they basically have that laid out in the calendar for the next 12 months. So if you were to work with me, you would know exactly when I'm going to call you, when I'm going to meet with you, and what we're going to discuss. So how to refer to me. So I've talked to a lot of people one-on-one during our BBIs, and I've said, you know, don't worry about qualifying the client. Many of you know that I have a minimum of $250,000 in investable assets as my benchmark or as my floor. But I'm not asking you to qualify the client. Nobody's going to come to you and say, you know, I've got $500,000 in my RSP and I just don't know what to do with it. No, that's not going to happen. But what I want you to listen for is fear and uncertainty. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on in the markets, a lot of stuff in the economy, particularly in this city. A lot of people are scared. So they don't know if they can retire. They don't know what their money's going to do for them. They don't know what to invest in because oil and gas sucks right now. So they really are just looking for some answers. So here's a couple things that you can maybe listen for. Typically it's the woman that likes to speak up in the couple. What? Yeah, I know. She's a little bit more verbal than the man. So you know, she might say to somebody, you know, my husband and I want to retire and we just don't know if we can. You know, he wants to quit working. I want him to quit working, but we just don't know. I don't know what my money's doing for me. I don't know how it's invested. I don't know if I'm even making anything on it. I'm worried about the economy and I'm worried about my future, my children's future, my parents' future. Again, this often comes from the woman in the couple. So what you can say is that you have a very good connection with a reputable investment advisor, and she would be happy to answer any of those questions. She wants to sit down with you, no cost, no obligation, maybe address some of the questions. She might be able to answer them right on the spot for you. And if she can't, then maybe she can work with you on an ongoing basis to help you address those questions and get them answered for you over time. So don't worry about qualifying those clients. I know that those numbers can sometimes be daunting. I can qualify the client for you. I'm happy to sit down with pretty much anybody you send my way. And the reason being is you don't know who they know, and I don't know who they know. In fact, I had a wonderful referral from a member here in the chapter that I just met with yesterday. She may not be my perfect client, but I can guarantee her parents are. So she's somebody I'm gonna probably work with and make very happy. If I can't work with them, or if it just isn't a good fit, I obviously know a lot of people in the industry, and I can forward them in the right direction to make sure that they get some help. I firmly believe that the financial markets can be incredibly intimidating. Saving for money, or saving your money for your retirement, can be something that is just not in a lot of people's wheelhouse. But everybody needs some help in this space, and so I'm here to make sure that if I can't provide that help for you, I can direct you to a place that you will get that help. So the perfect client that I'm looking for, why did I set this PowerPoint up so weird? Couples that are looking to retire in the next 5 to 10 years. Typically, these people are pretty much already established, they've got an investment portfolio, and they're looking for a transition. I'd like to consider myself as a transition specialist, okay? 5 to 10 years is a perfect time frame to be able to tell somebody, retirement is definitely an option, but we need to tweak things a little bit, okay? I don't want somebody coming to me at 65 years old, they're gonna retire tomorrow, and I have to turn around and tell them, sorry, you have to work another 5 years. I don't want that scenario. I'd rather tell them 10 years out, look, if you make some changes today, yes, that retirement at 55, 60, 65 is an option. So they're looking for a solution to get to that next stage, okay? And the next stage can be, going from working full-time, maybe they're going to start their own company, they're going to sell the company to a family member, they're going to sell it to a shareholder or to an employee. They're just basically looking for that transition. So they need a development of a plan to change their income stream from accumulation to income generation. Financial planning, again, will answer all the questions as to when they can retire, what their retirement is going to look like, how they need to invest their money in order to meet their goals, and what saving strategy they need to employ. A great referral is also somebody managing money for the first time in their life. This could be through a divorce, death, an inheritance, or a lottery. Yay. I'll take a lottery winner any day. Fees, very commonly asked question, obviously, what are my fees? 2 different fee platforms, pardon me. I have a transactional, so it's basically commission-based. This is the old school type. If any of you have ever dealt with a stockbroker, this is the old school. So it's a 1 to 2.5% of the gross trade, or gross value of the trade. I also work on a fee-based platform, which is approximately 0.5% to 2.5% of the assets that I'm managing. And under that fee-based platform, well, basically under both of the platforms, the value-added services include all of the planning. So financial planning, tax planning, insurance planning, estate planning, business succession planning, banking, lending, all of that stuff. Even though I may not do it hands-on, I obviously know people that do it. We can make sure that that's a part of being a client of CIBC Wood Gundy. Do I push CIBC? Absolutely not. We're structured very much like a RE/MAX agent, where we work under a very large corporate banner, but my clients are my own business. And I can work with my clients and manage their money as I see fit. I am not forced or pushed to drive CIBC products. What happens if I leave CIBC? I want all my clients to come with me. If I go to another firm, as you saw earlier, I have been at 4 different investment firms in my life. So I do think that my clients, if I've got a good working relationship with them, they would come with me. And my team, I've got, okay, almost done. I've got a great team. I've got a senior investment advisor, myself as the junior investment advisor, even though I've been in business for 20 years. Margaret is my assistant. She's been with CIBC Wood Gundy for 25 years, and Carrie has been with CIBC Wood Gundy for 10 years as well. Huge amount of experience, almost 100 years amongst the four of us. And that's me. So apparently I'm out of time. If there's any questions, I'm happy to address it afterwards.
I'm going to retire by the time I'm 30, so I've got 6 years. Can we make that happen?
We can make a plan.
Alright, so we have reached the I have portion of our meeting, which is the most important part of BNI. As members, we always have something to contribute, whether it be qualified referrals from members, inviting guests to join our meeting, or sharing a written testimonial. In the interest of time, if you have a referral or a guest here, please do not provide a BNI experience. The timer will be set for 30 seconds, and we ask that you keep your testimonials as brief as possible. If you are doing a testimonial, please be prepared behind the person that you're about to do that for when it is your turn. And if guests in the room have referrals they would like to share, please just, and if you're not sure how to fill out the slips that we don't have on the table, if you do have a referral, just talk to one of the chapter members and we can make sure that gets into the system and recorded. So I'll go first, and I have one for Kyle.
Actually, I'd like to share a BNI experience. A little while ago, I went to the Roughnecks game, and lovely Vanessa, where are you? Right here. Good to see you down. She took me to her booth, a private booth, where there was drinks and food and all kinds of things, and there was other people within that booth. And she was so kind to introduce me to somebody at a cement company that her husband works at, and they were able to connect me. So from there we had, good to go to the booth. No, my point of that is that it's really important to connect with the team members within your group. Go to the events outside of the chapter because you really do meet other people, and that can grow into business. So that is my moment.
Thanks, Roxanne. I've got a referral for Dario.
I have a referral for Vicky.
I have a referral for Aaron.
I'm going to collect the slips. Sorry, everyone.
I would like to thank James for coming out as my guest today. GoPages has been very, very good for my business. We've actually gotten a lot of business from advertising in GoPages, so I encourage anyone to come and talk about it.
We have 3 referrals today. I have a referral for Paulette, which has been taken care of. I have a referral for Lisa McCarty. They've been connected. And I have a referral for Barry Drake, which was taken care of the other day. Kyle, a referral for you. I'll submit next week.
I'd like to thank my guest, Kevin. I did, yes. Great welder. And referral for Kevin. Our referral for Kevin.
Hello, dear Amber. I woke up feeling refreshed and awake. Not long ago, I met you at your office for a meeting about my dietary symptoms. I was constantly feeling sluggish, tired, unable to digest most foods. With a few assessments tools you had and your vast knowledge of nutrition and presenting symptoms, you were quick to make action plan. The program that you provide for your clients makes the change to better eating comfortable and achievable. What I really enjoyed about your option is that you were able to tailor the program to my personal situation. You are able to help a person that has never addressed dietary needs right up to someone who is constantly working on their clean eating. As your support ranged from personal shopping trip to phone calls or emails, it was easy to get on the right track to feeling better. I feel that these program qualities is why your clients are successful. I will not and do not hesitate to talk openly about your services and what makes them so unique. Your clients are left feeling better, stronger, and overall well. Thank you for taking the time to work with me in the past few months so that I may achieve my optimal health. As health and nutrition are ever changing, I will not hesitate to stop by again for a tune-up or a progress update in the future. I'm extremely happy that I can refer friends, family, coworkers, and clients to you. With the Amber approved approach, optimal health is achievable for anyone.
I have a referral for
one for Sandra, and one for Dr. Heather.